Recording is rolling. It is Friday, April 11th. We have 35 days until your AP exam, which is, of course, May 16th at 7 in the morning. So I don't have any official homework for you guys over the weekend, but I think by now it's probably two-thirds of the way through this review about you guys probably have a pretty good sense of kind of where you are, where you're standing, kind of how well you might be doing on this exam. So here's a bunch of review opportunities that you guys have. So I just showed you guys, I posted Alan's How playlist to Google Classroom yesterday. Right, so he's got a bunch of stuff on YouTube. He goes through a bunch of free response questions, shows you guys how to read these questions, how to break them down, just like I do in class. Right, so that could be a good opportunity. I really recommend you guys maybe write down in your planners, make a space in the time for this review. But guys, this is a college level class. You guys know the more you're getting towards college, the more independence that you have to study on your own time, right? So make a space in time to study stuff. Oh, there's Flipping Physics. Another guy's got his own independent website and also a bunch of his stuff on YouTube. So that's there too. Uh, Different style, different approach. Right? And also a bunch of AP Classroom videos, which you guys can tell me you've been able to access anyway, but I did officially open up a bunch of those. I'm not going to score them, but they're there for you guys, so it should be really easy to just go in and click a link and see whatever review you want to see. The past few years, they've been doing some reviews. All right, so you guys good with all that? All right, so you guys have a plan, so you guys can keep studying. Of course, we're going to continue the multiple choice answers next week, pick up where we left off. But today, let's do this orienteering activity you guys wanted to do. So orienteering, which I think would be worth of time too. This involves vectors. So everybody should have a treasure map. You guys got a treasure map. Griffinbeard's treasure. Now, there's one treasure buried out in the practice field we're going to go to. But there's different versions of maps. You guys see it says walk so many meters, so many degrees in some direction, something like that. Okay. So here, I'll show you guys how to read this map and think what you can get out of this. So it says, start at the west end field goal post. Is that now back behind the school, there's practice field. Get practice field going. Fixed up. Here, I guess we're going 3D with this. My brain just decided. Yeah. Right, so we're like over here. We're gonna walk out back this way. Okay. And here's field goal post. And then as you walk farther away from the school, way back here, is another field goal post. Okay. This field runs pretty much exactly east-west. Right, if it's off by a couple degrees, we're just going to say it runs east-west. So here's the east end and here's the west end. Right? So the west end is close to the school. As you get further away from the school, it's towards the east end. You get that? Right? Right, so everybody's going to start right here. It's the starting location. And then we're following this around like a pirate map. Okay, so many meters. Ooh, might be a good idea to know how long a meter. Usually, I've seen over the years, students are pretty good at this, right? Figuring out distances. So I do have a meter stick. Here, I will set this down on the floor right here. So you guys are walking out. You guys know 1 meter is a little over 3 feet. I know if I just walk my normal walking pace, I walk 70 centimeters. Right? These would be good things to know so you can do a little conversion. Maybe if I took 2 short steps, that could be equivalent to 2 meter. I'm just thinking how I might think of this. Right? Or you could do giant pirate steps. Right? So however you want to do it. And let's see, some angle. Do you guys notice that all these angles are so many degrees east or west of a north-south line? You guys see that? Like so many east of north, east of south, west of south. Oh, they're all relative to north-south line. All right, so that is a standard that's called bearing. Okay, let me show you guys from the top here. So bearing is relative to north-south line. So let's get that same picture of the field, but let's go full aerial with this. So I'm looking straight down. Okay. So a little compass rose right here. So north, east, south, west, like that. And so here's your west end field goal post right here. So where everybody's starting, right? You guys get that? Okay. All right. So if I'm following this map, now I'll follow this directions exactly like here. If you have a slightly different looking map, I'll address that in a moment. But first thing is basically how do you read bearing? So many meters. I got 45 degrees east of north. Okay. So 45 degrees east of north. Okay. So here's my north-south line. Okay. North, south. Okay. So relative to north, I can go 45 degrees east of that. You guys see how I'm sweeping a line relative to that north-south line? Right, east of north would be like this way. You see it? I do have a protractor right here. Okay. So this you'll have to figure out. You're out there, but 45 degrees, bam, step. So in this direction, and then you want to step off however many meters it says. Okay, so this could be 45 degrees east of north. You guys see it? Okay. After you walk that distance, whatever, if you have this particular map, says walk ooh, 30 degrees east of south. So many meters, 30 degrees east of south. So I set up another north-south line. I'm going east of south. Guys, which way is east of south? So I do relative to of south and then go 30 degrees east of that. So what's 30 degrees east of that? So there's my node, pull out 30 degrees, bam, right there. That's like sort of this direction right here, and for however many meters. So we're talking about this angle. It's 30 degrees east of south. You guys see east of south? So it's relative to the north-south line. Keep to that, boom. And then the last step on this particular map says so many meters, 30 degrees west of south. Ooh, west of south. So say it gets like right here, up another north-south line, right? West of south, because which way is west of south? Okay, so start south and then go so many degrees west. So say trace off 30 degrees, bam, right there. Right, so now I'm going sort of this way. Okay. And then maybe you should find the treasure right out here. Can you follow those directions? Is it? Okay. Now, is there any questions so far? So far? Okay. Of course, I didn't mark the numbers in meters, so you have to figure that part out. Okay. Now, I've been saying you guys might have different versions of these maps, but there's only one treasure out there, so I bet they all lead to the same location, right? Hey, guys, what about this? What if you followed these directions not in order? What if you started with, say, the second step, and then you did the third step, and then went back to and concluded with the first step? Would you still get to the same location? Let me see, show of hands. Show of hands. How many of you guys think you could follow the steps in any order and you would still find the treasure? Who thinks? Who thinks? Yeah, look at all of my winners right there. Look at all those winners. Because you guys know you can add vectors together in any order. Isn't that true? And that's what this is. It's add vectors. So if I follow like this step first, went that way, and then follow this one, got way down here, and then follow this one, way back here. Yeah, it gets to the exact same location. Okay. Kind of like, I know these are displacement vectors, but that could also work for force vectors, couldn't it? But what if I have 3 different forces on this thing? And I want to figure out what's the net force. There's no particular order I have to add them up. Is that true? Okay. So these are added tip to tail, in fact, aren't they? Tip to tail, guess it. Right. What do you guys get out there? There's a stake in the ground. It looks like this from above. It's about the size of a dime. You guys see this? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Okay, you know we're about to head outside in like a minute, right? Okay. All right, so if you don't see us, then find us out on the field. Okay. So you guys see this right here? Right, so one of these stakes is in the ground. When you find this, then you have found the treasure. When you find the treasure, I will give you a pirate shovel. You can dig up your treasure. I think that's all I have to tell you. Is there any questions? All right, so let's see. We're on Friday's schedule, 9:24. All right, we got about almost half an hour. All right, so hang up this recorder right here. Head outside.